On August 30th, just 7 weeks after arriving on campus, Baker Mayfield became the first true freshman walk-on quarterback in history to start a season opener at a BCS conference school. That day, he threw for 413 yards and 4 touchdowns while running for another. Texas Tech beat SMU 41-23.
We had recruited him at other schools, a couple of the coaches here, and were shocked really that he didn't have a scholarship. And so we talked to him, told him our situation and our vision for him, and luckily, he showed up and fell into our lap.
We were really excited about Baker coming to walk on. We knew he was a scholarship-worthy kid. He had some offers early in the process, and for whatever reason, they fell through. But anytime you can get a kid that type of a caliber, a player, to come walk on, and it was a difficult situation because we didn't want Baker to think that, we're viewing you just as a walk-on. We know what we're getting in you, scholarship numbers-wise. We just don't have a spot, and so we were fired up the day he came. We put on a big presentation for him, rolled out the red carpet for him. He meant that much to us, and fortunately for us, he chose to walk on, and he's kind of writing his own story now.
Mayfield hails from Lake Travis High School in Austin, Texas, where he led the Cavaliers to a state title his junior year.
Well, Baker was a freshman my second year here, and I was a defensive coordinator then, and Baker was part of the freshman team. He actually, Coach Morris was the head coach at the time, and he coached the quarterbacks, and so Baker and another quarterback kind of shared time as freshmen here. Baker was very small. He's probably 5'5", maybe 5'6" as a freshman, but he was very, very bright, bouncing off the walls all the time. Was a good athlete, but he was just one of the late bloomers, I think, out of the freshman class. But he was on our top team, and he was just an extreme competitor. One of the things that Coach Morris believed in was trying to develop as many quarterbacks as we could. So when Baker got older, we would kid him about it. I mean, he used to be a halftime player on our freshman team. But as a sophomore, he was the starting quarterback on our JV, our JV top football team. Michael Brewer was our starting quarterback on the varsity, and so all those years we were winning state championships. And so Garrett Gilbert won the first two as the starting quarterback. Michael won, I guess it would have been 09 and 010 football seasons as the starter, while Baker was on the freshman and JV. And at the end of Baker's sophomore year, he was playing JV. He'd come in and get some mop-up duty when we were ahead in the playoffs. And I think he played in a couple regular season games too when we were playing some programs we knew that we would be ahead of, and our backups would get a chance. And he did well. He was in there a lot of times with some backup offensive lines, and I can remember thinking, all right, this is our next guy.
Mayfield chose to walk on at Texas Tech, where his former high school teammate Michael Brewer was the starting quarterback. A few months later, Brewer injured his back, and Tech was left with 2 true freshman quarterbacks.
He was watching Saturday morning cartoons in his TV chair, his favorite TV chair, and he jumped up and he said, "I'm not going to watch cartoons anymore, I'm going to watch ESPN." And he literally did that. I'm not joking. From that day on, he decided he watched ESPN, and actually that's kind of how he took up baseball. He learned how to watch baseball through that, but he loved everything about having a ball in his hand and just always playing.
He was just multi-sport focused, and the story that my wife had shared with you about his transition from cartoon focus to watching sports was just an absolute discipline with him, and he's still this way. He became a sports trivia source. Anything, jersey numbers, players, baseball, NBA.